Good morning. It's Monday, September the 7th, and this is Wisdom for Your Week. Most fathers have the same kind of concern for their children that Solomon had for his. We want our children to be successful, to be godly, to be productive workers, to spend money wisely, to be careful with their words and their temper and their emotions. The difference is that Solomon wrote all of his godly advice down in this book that we call Proverbs. Proverbs is essentially a manual for life handed down from father to son. And in this manual, Solomon advises, he counsels, he teaches, he instructs, but he also warns. And it is a warning that we see in today's verses, a warning about falling for the seduction of a wayward woman. Like any godly father, Solomon was concerned about his sons falling into sexual immorality. So Proverbs 7 verses 22 and 23 is a warning about this kind of woman and this kind of behavior. It says, "All at once he followed her like an ox going to the slaughter, like a deer stepping into a noose till an arrow pierces his liver, like a bird darting into a snare, little knowing it will cost him his life." Why is Solomon so concerned about his sons and this sin of sexual immorality? Well, for one thing, he understood their impulsiveness. It says in that verse that all at once they started following this woman to her home for the purpose of this sin. People who are impulsive, who lack self-discipline, often do things all at once. They don't think things through. They don't think about the consequences of their actions. They do unwise, dangerous things all at once. Young people are notorious for this, but anyone can be impulsive, and so we need to be on guard. Think it through. Don't just follow your emotions or your flesh. He also understood how deceptive that sexual temptation is. He says that a person that falls for seduction is like an ox going to the slaughter, like a deer stepping into a noose, and like a bird darting into a snare. The ox and the deer and the bird are deceived into falling for the trap. They don't understand what lies ahead until it's too late. If they saw the danger, they wouldn't fall for it. The same is true for any of us tempted by sin. We are deceived so that we don't see the danger and we fall for it. He also understood the destruction that sexual immorality causes. He says, little knowing it will cost him his life. The man or woman who gives in to sexual immorality destroys their life, because sexual sin is one of the most destructive sins. We not only destroy ourselves, we destroy others. And so Solomon warns his sons and all of us, don't be impulsive and don't be deceived, and that way you won't destroy your life and the lives of others. And that's wisdom for your week.